archaeologists are highly specialised in their field, but Wiradjuri people are extremely trained and specialised in what we know, and it's important that we share that knowledge with people as much as we can. So we're in a place now that's very spiritual to us, and it is very connecting because we haven't been able to come here for a couple of 100 years, and it is extremely important that what we do is not just for Aboriginal people, it's for Australians to understand our culture.
So today we're doing repatriation, which is returning all the cultural material we've collected during archaeological excavations back onto country to where it's come from. For East, yeah, we've had over 5,000 artefacts, and for the West sections, on the other side of Baronga, we've had about 800. We can pull out lots of information from that. Everything from subsistence strategies, so how they're engaging with their environment, what they're procuring to make stone tools for, that sort of thing, and also the diversity of material that we're collecting from different locations. Tells us where they're bringing material, how far they're traveling, all this sort of stuff. And there's a lot of information to be pulled from it. We use carbon dating as well as OSL dating, which is sediment dating, especially if there's campfire features, which are a really common archaeological material out here. We can use that to justify these dates. We've had some of it up to about 3,000 years on this project, so relatively young for the region, but it's good to kind of, as I said, to have that continued time frame.
That would have been about this size, and it's been dished out. That's a grinding plate, and you just grind away in there, and you make your wigo, your bread, your bush medicines. Primarily, we don't want any artefacts taken off country or moved, but if they're going to be in the way of destruction, our only option is to document, record, handle them very carefully, make sure they're protected when they're not on country, and then bring them back and do a bumbi, a smoking ceremony to put them back into the country as close as where they come from, because it's important that as our elders left them there, and that's where they should go back to. The process we're going through today is a process where we indicate to the archaeologists, and they indicate to us where they would like to have a pit dug and repatriate as close as we can back to where the items come from. Today we've smoked them, and then we dig excavation pits, which are sieved again to make sure no artefacts are in there, and then we repatriate those items back with some leaf, some charcoal from the fires that we burnt today, and some bark from the tree. Some of these pieces are absolutely amazing. They're nearly museum pieces, really, aren't they?
This is the kind of final piece of the puzzle of returning those artifacts back to the country or the land in which they came from. And that's just it's a really nice way to tie and finalize our presence on site. It allows us to have a kind of a good final connection with the Raps and just do the right thing by the traditional owners of the land. When you're talking about some of the cultural significance and the emotion and connection that these people who've been here for generations, it's an intangible connection.
To find these artefacts, it's a connection for us again to feeling our ancestors, and that we can do the right thing by them.
To be able to come onto their own country where they probably haven't stepped foot on for, hundreds of years, their people, and also to see how we lived and put like the artifacts and the stone artifacts and it's just, and then they're able to protect that and then restore it back into the country is you can't really, put it in words, I'd say.
My own personal belief is that we, as people in Australia, we need to leave this place better than how we found it. Renewable energy is a great thing to happen through the area because we do need that. I would hope that all of us here working today, when we go on our Gunyah, on our journey, I hope that we've left the place better than what we found it.